All right, hello everybody and welcome. Thanks for watching this video. We got David Cohen here from Elvi Winery in Spain. And I say winery broadly because if you were watching the last video when we discussed the Elvi Herenza Rioja, you will know that there's actually 6 different locations that wine is being produced. However, the Claus Masora wine, which we haven't tried yet, and the Al 26 both have their own winery. So those are technically Elvi wineries. But right now we're talking about the Elvi Herenza Rioja Reserva. I don't know why I emphasize the Rioja, I should emphasize the Reserva. And it's very important because, as we will find out, I think, that plays a very important role in the name of this wine. So let's go ahead, I'll pour it, you start talking. But this is the 2014. The 2010 I know was here and gone. We're on to the 2014 already. This is fantastic wine. So why don't you tell us a bit about it?
So first thing that comes to mind is just seeing this color.
Right.
It is actually amazing. This potential that can give. It is important to know that this wine, now I'll go into detail, that this wine before being released, it's 4 years before hitting the market.
From when you start crushing and producing until it's released, 4 years. So that means that the earliest this would have even been leaving the winery is 2018.
Exactly.
You could not find this anywhere in 2017.
Nope.
Even though it's a 2014 vintage.
Exactly. Except
tell us why.
It came to the winery. What is, and in Rioja, we have that, it's very easy spottable on our wines in the Herenzas. We have the blue and white one, which is the young one,
right,
that we tasted
before.
Just before. We have the black and silver label, the black label, the Herenza Crianza, and then we have the Reserva. So the difference about all these three is the regulation. It is really important in Rioja, especially. They're very, very strict about all this Crianza Reserva and Gran Reserva, because they actually kind of invented and made this word worldwide known. There is no regulation before Crianza, so everything younger than Crianza, it's young, you can do whatever you want. And Crianza means 1 year in oak and 1 year in the bottle, at least.
So it had to have, any bottle from Rioja that says Crianza on it means that it had at least 2 years of aging, of which one was in the bottle or one was in...
What it is, the final proof to know is here. If you go and turn around, here you see Reserva, but on the Crianza would say Crianza. But it says Rioja, it has the hologram and everything. This sticker actually costs a lot of money because it is...
That's the qualification, right?
Exactly.
And then what these names mean is that it was aged for a specific amount of time.
So Crianza, it's a year in oak and a year in bottle, and Reserva, it's 2 years in oak plus 1 year in bottle, at least. For the Crianza, we do 1.5 years plus 1 in bottle, and for the Reserva, we do 2.5, so 36 months plus 1 year in bottle. That's why it's 3.5 years since it went to the barrel. But before, there's all the vinification process that happens in the tanks at the beginning.
Right.
So that's why 4 years before you can get to see this.
That's amazing. So a lot of work goes into this, and by the time we get it, it's already got the age on it, which makes it a little bit more ready to drink. But at the same time, this wine can age after we get it for 20 years.
This wine is a baby. It is a total baby. So if you have a 9 and a 10, drink it. Very nice. And the 14 has a huge potential, but this one, as you were saying, can age 20, 25 years.
Amazing.
Easy. The Herenza Reserva, what it gives is this more time in oak. It gives this tertiary aromas, this more like mushrooms, this, I don't know, there's a word in Spanish for it, but I'll try to explain it in English. It's like when you walk into the forest and you see the
forest floor?
The vegetation of the forest floor, this moss, so this is what you get on the Herenza Reserva.
Very nice. And then you're also getting some of the I wouldn't say like cooked fruit, but like some more like...
Yeah. More macerated, like more...
It's like a deeper, like there's a maturity to the aromas on this are more like they're more rich and developed.
Oh yeah, the aromas on the Herenza Reserva are amazing. Are like, it is a wine that just by smelling it you can spend hours. It is very rich, very rounded, and very, very powerful. And actually on this wine, special teasing for the ones you want to know. We are doing a brandy, as I told you before, the destillation of the Herenza Reserva. It's been already 8 years in barrels, and will hit the market eventually.
Cool. So brandy, that's amazing. I'm looking forward to trying that. This is really good. And this is a special occasion kind of wine. It's about $63, but worth every penny. And again, great aging potential. So if you had something special happen in 2014 that you'll want to commemorate in a few years, let's say a bar mitzvah, you had a baby boy that was born, or a baby girl, and you'll be, or a wedding anniversary, you can put this away for 10, 12, 13, 20, 25 years, and then celebrate the occasion with really good wine from that year on that date. And soon you'll make a Grand Reserva.
Exactly. We are on our way of doing a Grand Reserva, which Grand Reserva will mean, as you know, Crianza 1+1, Reserva 2+1, the other one will be 3+1.
So it'll be, so 3 years in oak, and then 1 year bottles.
Of course, when in bottle, the more it gets, the better. But
it's only 4 years, it's not 5 years. It's 4 years, 3+1?
It's 3+2, sorry. The Reserva is 3+2. It's 5 years. So this would mean also, of course, this is the minimum. Before Rioja allows you, the region allows you to
use that name,
take it to the market and use that name.
Wow.
And that they're very, very strict on these laws. They can sue you because it's their name. I've seen in the New World, in America, in Israel, and New Zealand, South Africa, I've seen many places even reservas from 2017.
Right, and it's impossible.
It's impossible. You can write whatever you want in your bottle if you don't have any regulations.
But that's the thing, outside of Rioja, especially like in America, when people say like, oh, this is the Grand Reserve or the Reserve, what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything outside of Rioja. Like Rioja, if it says Reserva, it means that it was aged for that amount of time.
Easily spottable again with the sticker you have here, and of course you can put in your bottle whatever you want, Grand Reserve, whatever. But with that here, where they really, really follow you, and they can, and there's been cases that people that don't use, they can sue you because it's their brand, it's their way, and Rioja has been known for this.
That will be it for the videos that we're doing. We're going to go live now and taste the Classic Sora.
Yep.
Really looking forward to that wine. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. For those of you who haven't watched any of the other videos, we covered the Rosé. In Cina Rosé, we covered the Cava Brut. We covered the Herenza Rioja, which is the baby brother of the Herenza Reserva. And we'll be doing the Classic Sora live, so look it up on Facebook. But David, thanks a lot for coming down here and doing these videos. It's a lot of fun.
Please, thank you.
We learned
about
the regions in Spain. We learned about the bottle, the aging classifications. We learned about all good stuff about wines and champagne and brut and cava and all that. I mean, if you guys want a shortcut to wine education on Spain, just watch these videos and fast forward when I'm talking and listen to when David's talking. There's your crash course.
We had a very fun time, and I got to see the White House. So.
And you got to see the White House. There you go. La Casa Blanca.
Casa Blanca, exactly.